in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover...
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
And sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
By the Patriots.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
His kick is good.
Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Nothing. Justin Rohrwasser to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away.
Football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
To Aaron Jones.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Complete.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
15. And a Patriot first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Gronkowski. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 68 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
New England.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Robinson.
To Allen Robinson.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
1st down, Patriots.
3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Maurice Hurst has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment.
And got his man complete. Past the 20.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DJ Chark, 89 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The score, Patriots 21, Bills 7.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Balaj. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Patriots 21. Bills
following the touchdown. Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
New England.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Gallup, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing now is Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Patriots.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who dashing through the snow. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Back now in Buffalo. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
The score, Patriots 28, Bills 21.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. A.J. Epinesa. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 yards.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Aaron Jones, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play here for the Bills. And even 50 yards.
5-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where did you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Balaj fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
And 4 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to...
And he's into the OT.
Tonight's final score.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for New England, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles...